1:47 p.m. Persian Gulf. Crystal clear waters under a blazing afternoon sun. The USS Tempest, a Cyclone-class coastal patrol ship with 28 crew members, escorts an unmarked cargo vessel through international waters. A standard patrol mission. But the cargo? Far from standard. $300 million worth of classified intelligence equipment. Electronic surveillance systems en route to the U.S. Fifth Fleet headquarters in Bahrain. Then, 8 Iranian Revolutionary Guard fast attack boats emerged. Aggressive formation at high speed, rapidly closing the distance. An Iranian radio transmission crackled. American vessel. Iranian territorial waters contain you. Your engines must stop. Inspection is imminent. We are boarding. The USS Tempest responded. Negative. International waters contain us. Your approach is unauthorized. Distance must be maintained immediately. The Iranian boats continued closing, refusing to slow down. Armed crews were visible. Boarding ladders stood ready. Tehran's plan was evident. The American ship would be boarded. The classified cargo would be seized. The crew would be captured, displayed on state television for maximum humiliation. Iran's calculations seemed perfect. 1 small patrol ship, minimal weaponry, 8 attack boats against 1, numbers overwhelmingly in their favor. But 5 fatal miscalculations were made by Iran. First, the moment Iranian boats turned aggressive, USS Tempest had transmitted a distress signal. Second, 18 nautical miles away, 2 U.S. Navy destroyers steamed at flank speed. Third, from those destroyers, 4 MH-60 our Seahawk helicopters were already airborne. Fourth, 60 miles away, the USS Ronald Reagan Carrier Strike Group had launched 12 FA-18 Super Hornets. Fifth, the cargo vessel being escorted by Tempest had 12 Navy SEALs hidden below deck, combat ready. 1 small patrol ship was what Iran thought they were boarding. Instead, the most devastating naval strike against Iranian Revolutionary Guard Navy in Persian Gulf history was triggered. In the next 52 minutes, Iran's naval command structure and 23 vessels were eliminated. This story is that operation. The Persian Gulf, the world's most volatile waterway. Constantly, 75 U.S. Navy ships operate here. Oil shipping lanes protected. Freedom of navigation maintained. Daily Iranian harassment faced. But aggressive maneuvering, radio threats, close passes typically constitute harassment, not boarding attempts. At 9 a.m., from Jebel Ali port in UAE, USS Tempest departed. Mission orders, through Persian Gulf to Bahrain, escort civilian cargo vessel Pacific Guardian. 6 hours was the estimated transit time. Lieutenant Commander Marcus Chan, Tempest's commanding officer, briefed his crew. A sensitive cargo run, this is, classified electronic intelligence equipment is carried by the vessel we're escorting. High value. At all costs, we defend that cargo if Iranian forces attempt interference. What his crew wasn't told by Chan, Iranian communications had been intercepted by U.S. naval intelligence, suggesting provocative action against American vessels was being planned by Revolutionary Guard Navy this week. Unknown was the exact nature, but the threat level was elevated. At 11:30 a.m., into open Persian Gulf waters, international shipping lanes, legal passage, Tempest and Pacific Guardian crossed. At 12:15 p.m., both vessels began being actively tracked by Iranian coastal radar. A normal occurrence, but Iranian radio chatter significantly increased. Between Iranian fast attack boats and Revolutionary Guard Naval Command in Bandar Abbas, multiple transmissions were detected by U.S. signals intelligence. Key intercepted phrases: American patrol ship, Balyevel Cargo, boarding opportunity, warning indicators. At 1:20 p.m., from Bandar Abbas Naval Base, 8 Iranian Revolutionary Guard fast attack boats departed. High speed, heading directly toward Tempest's projected course. Immediately, U.S. Fifth Fleet headquarters in Bahrain alerted Tempest. Tempest actual, be advised. 8 Iranian facts inbound your position. 30 minutes ETA. Defensive rules of engagement remain. Unless fired upon or boarding is attempted, do not fire, but with all necessary force, you are authorized to defend your vessel and cargo. All hands were ordered by Lieutenant Commander Chun. Iranian boats inbound. Harassment or something worse this could be. Weapons stations manned. All defensive systems ready. If boarding is attempted, we stop them. Small was USS Tempest, only 52 meters long, but well armed. 25 mm chain gun, 50 caliber machine guns, 19 Malawian Quachas grenade launchers, small arms. For coastal patrol and defense it was designed, but against 8 attack boats with boarding teams outnumbered. At 1:35 p.m., a critical decision was made by Chun. The encrypted distress beacon was activated. To every U.S. Navy vessel in Persian Gulf, automatic alert transmitted. Guardian assist required. For possible boarding, Iranian boats closing. Classified cargo defending. At 1:38 p.m., the alert was received by USS Milius and USS Dewey, 2 Arleigh Burke-class destroyers patrolling 18 nautical miles northeast. Captain Jennifer Martinez, Milius commanding officer, immediately ordered. All ahead flank. Both helicopters launch. To Tempest now get. If boarding of that ship is tried by Iran, with everything we engage. For MH-60 are Seahawk helicopters, from each destroyer 2, armed with Hellfire missiles and door-mounted machine guns. At 1:42 p.m., the alert was received by USS Ronald Reagan, 60 miles away. Admiral Richard Hayes, Carrier Strike Group commander, in seconds assessed the situation. Ready fighters launch. 12 Super Hornets. Over Tempest's position, combat air patrol. If boarding is attempted by Iranian boats, they will be engaged and sunk. Granted is authorization. At 1:48 p.m., USS Tempest was reached by 8 Iranian boats, forming an aggressive circle around the patrol ship and cargo vessel. Roaring engines, visible armed crews. In English, the Iranian lead boat radioed. American ship, Iranian waters contain you. The legal cargo you are transporting. To board and inspect we are authorized. Now stop your engines. Commander Chen's response: negative. International. Waters contain us. No authority here you have. Distance maintain or you will be fired upon. The Iranian boat: you cannot stop us. 8 boats, 1 small ship. We are coming aboard. Do not resist. Then acceleration by Iranian boats, rapidly closing. With ladders, boarding teams visible, ready grappling hooks. At 1:48 p.m., the call was made by Commander Chun. All weapons, warning shots. Across their bows, fire. Do not let them close. USS Tempest's 25 mm chain gun roared. Boom, boom, boom. 50 meters ahead of Iranian boats, shells splashing. Firing 50 caliber machine guns. Across water, tracers streaking. Warning shots, defensive fire. The Iranian boats didn't stop, kept coming, warnings ignoring. At 1:49 p.m., Tempest's starboard side was pulled alongside by first Iranian boat. Thrown grappling hooks, deployed boarding ladder. Attempting to climb aboard American vessel, 3 Iranian Revolutionary Guard personnel. That line was crossed. Commander Chen: repel boarders. Point blank. Engage. With M4 rifles, U.S. sailors opened fire. Point blank range. Hit were 3 Iranian boarders, falling back into their boat. Approaching port side, second Iranian boat. More boarders attempting to climb. Then alive came Pacific Guardian, the civilian cargo vessel. Opened hatches. Emerged 12 Navy SEALs. Full combat gear, M4 carbines, sniper rifles, grenade launchers. Exactly for this scenario, the SEALs had been embedded on the cargo ship. Hidden protection. All Iranian boats, U.S. Navy SEAL team, this is illegal boarding of American vessels you are attempting. Immediately cease or with lethal force you will be engaged. Kept attacking Iranian boats. The threat they didn't believe. Open fire, SEAL snipers. Precision shots. Hit were Iranian boat drivers. Down engine operators. Losing control, boats. At 1:51 p.m., chaos was the situation. 2 American vessels being swarmed by 8 Iranian boats. From both sides, small arms fire. Ticking off targets, SEALs. Iranian boats being hammered by Tempest's weapons, but outnumbered still, surrounded still. Then arrived the cavalry. At 1:52 p.m., at 200 feet, 4 MH-60R Seahawk helicopters screamed overhead. From helicopter loudspeaker, American voice boomed. Iranian vessels, United States Navy this is, immediately disengage. By attack helicopters and inbound fighter aircraft, you are being targeted. Now break off or destroyed you will be. Hesitated Iranian boats, looking up, seeing for helicopters, visible door gunners, weapons pointed down. Radioed the Iranian lead boat. Revolutionary Guard Navy we are. To board we are authorized. Interrupted Commander Chen. U.S. Navy vessel boarding you attempted. Now hostile combatants you are. To retreat, 5 seconds you have or we open fire. 5, 4, 3. Began backing away Iranian boats, reversing engines, boarding attempt abandoned. But at 1:53 p.m., a fatal decision was made by one Iranian boat commander. At the helicopter, fired a shoulder-launched anti-tank missile. Through airstreaking RPG-7, missing helicopter by 15 meters. That was it. Met were rules of engagement. First, Iranian forces fired. Commander Chen, all hostile vessels engage. Weapons free. Unleashed, for Seahawks. Launched 8 AGM-114 Hellfire missiles. On Iranian boat, each one locking. Boom, 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 boom. Simultaneously exploded 4 Iranian boats. Direct hits. Disintegrating vessels. Instantly killed crews. Tried escaping, remaining 4 Iranian boats. Toward Iranian coast, high-speed retreat. Too late. At 1:54 p.m., at Mach 1.2, 12 FA, 18 Super Hornets arrived overhead. Across water echoing, supersonic boom. All Rhino flights weapons free. Those boats sink. Launched, 8 AGM-84 Harpoon anti-ship missiles. For small boats, overkill but absolute the message needed to be. Obliterated, for Iranian boats. Nothing remaining but debris and burning fuel. At 1:56 p.m., 9 minutes after Iranian boarding attempt, destroyed were all 8 Iranian attack boats. Killed, estimated 84 Iranian Revolutionary Guard personnel. Damaged but afloat USS Tempest. By small arms fire. 3 sailors wounded. None critical. Undamaged, Pacific Guardian. Unharmed, 12 SEALs. Secure classified cargo. But only just begun had the American response. 1:57 p.m. destroyed 8 Iranian boats, but with defensive victory, U.S. 5th Fleet Headquarters wasn't satisfied. Admiral Michael Warner, 5th Fleet Commander, reviewed battle footage. The legal boarding attempting Iranian boats, at American helicopters firing weapons, in international waters, attacking U.S. Navy vessel. His assessment, harassment this wasn't. Attempted piracy this was. Attempted seizure of American ship and cargo. Strategic response that requires. At 1:58 p.m., U.S. Central Command was contacted by Admiral Warner. 4 follow-on strikes against Iranian Revolutionary Guard Naval Command infrastructure. Authorization request. U.S. vessel boarding they attempted. To attempt this again, their ability we need to eliminate. In 90 seconds, CENTCOM response came. 5th Fleet against Iranian Revolutionary Guard Navy bases and command facilities. Offensive operations you are authorized. Bandar Abbas Naval Command target and all vessels within 50 kilometers. IRGCN capability in this sector, eliminate. At 1:47 p.m., Persian Gulf. Carrying classified cargo, USS Tempest boarding attempted by 8 Iranian Revolutionary Guard boats. 2:39 p.m., 52 minutes later. Destroyed, 43 Iranian vessels. Eliminated, 6 Revolutionary Guard naval bases. Obliterated, command headquarters. 762 IRGCN casualties. Safe USS Tempest. Secure, classified cargo. Fully recovered, 3 wounded sailors. 1 small American patrol ship Iran tried boarding. Instead, in that sector, their entire Revolutionary Guard Navy capability they lost. Operation Swift Guardian. This is 52 minutes. Total destruction. Complete Allied victory. U.S. Navy vessels never attempt boarding. American helicopters never fire at. American cargo never try seizing. Because 52 minutes later, history is your naval force. Ruins are your bases. Gone is your command structure. American ships never board.